Welcome back to another special lockdown edition of Afternoon Express. Now, the events industry has been one of the hardest hit by the global COVID-19 pandemic. Not only have many concerts been cancelled, but couples have had to put on hold their marriage plans. This has a knock-on effect on many businesses, from venues and caterers to designers and florists. So celebrity wedding planner Precious Thamaga-Mazibuko, better known as Precious the Planner, joins us live to let us in a little bit more on the topic. Now, Precious, how are you doing, girl?
Hey, Bali, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I see that you got the memo. Black and white today.
It's so nice to dress up, so thank you.
How are you feeling, though? How is the spirit? What's the energy like in the household?
The energy is positive. I think myself and my husband are quite optimistic about life in general. And there's really no point to, have a pity party. I mean, no. So we try and stay positive all the time. Personally, for me, the same. In my own space, in my home office, I try and focus on, the best that's yet to come. So, yeah.
It's only the beginning of the year. There's so much more left ahead. There's so much brightness and beauty, which I appreciate too. Now, Precious, you and Sfiso got married in 2019, which is not so long ago. And for a married couple, that you guys just got married like Izolo. So lockdown, how is it like for you guys? Are you guys on each other's nerves, or are you kind of vibing with it? What have you been up to?
We're vibing. I mean, it's cool. I think the one thing I appreciate about having a life partner and being a newlywed is I went to boarding school, so it's quite fun to have, a roommate for life. We give each other a space, but I think it's really, when people phone, it's really, it's fun because, we get to speak about the same thing and encourage each other, but we try to have fun at home. It's not like a lot of fun, but yeah, we're just continuing with what we used to do before. So it's fun, yeah.
What have you picked up about each other during this time? Is there something new that you're like, I didn't know you were like this?
Nothing. Hey, I'm so lucky. I mean, my husband is my best friend. So I know him. I've known him for so long. So there's really not. Oh no, wait. One thing I've picked up is he used to tell me he can't cook. He could literally make like eggs or just breakfast. And dude is out there showing me flames in the kitchen. I'm loving it. So I'm having a break with cooking because he's having fun. Cooking. He's like, today I want to know how you do that, and I'll let him do it in the kitchen. So I get a little bit of a break. I'm not cooking all the time. So that's the part I was like, who's this? So,
I love that. Winning. But on a more serious note, when the COVID-19 pandemic did begin, a lot of couples were forced to cancel or postpone their romantic plans. Might be an engagement, wedding, or any form of celebration, really. So what options do those people have if they still want to continue celebrating whatever they have to celebrate?
I think, as I said, I'm very optimistic. So I'm not, if you can't do something because of restrictions out there, bring it at home. But I mean, for people, like especially for my clients within the wedding industry, not anyone really wants to have a wedding with just the two of them. So a lot of people have postponed to a later part of the year. But I'm actually encouraging a lot of my clients to actually postpone to 2021, just so that there's no risks that, with contracts and what they've already committed to in terms of suppliers, that they're more on the safer side. But I mean, when it comes to a birthday or a proposal, if you had those plans, I think this is the perfect time to just get creative, especially because some of the industries have been opened up, for the economy. So just, get creative. I'm a call away as well if you need some ideas, just what to do at home. Use a different part of the house, to create a romantic dinner one of the days. I think it's just a matter of just, seeing the best out of everything. We hit the most in this industry. I mean, I don't see myself doing what I love for a very long time. but I have to get creative and think of what else I can do to generate an income and stay busy. But I'm definitely not giving up on my dream yet. So, but it's just what it is at the moment. Yeah. So you just have to make the best out of it.
Absolutely. I mean, that just gave me chills. The honesty about the fact that you're scared also. You're not sure whether you'll be able to do what you love for very much longer. Now, Precious, I know that you've also decided then to be creative, as you've already mentioned, and you've started a seminar, but you haven't called it a seminar. It's a webinar, a wedding webinar. And these are one of the methods that you've used. So how did that work out? And you held it for 2 days, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah. So the last one was yesterday. So it was Tuesday and yesterday, Wednesday. So it was a 2-day webinar. So I came up with a concept called a luxury wedding showcase. So it's almost like an expo. But I never really, I started it like 2-3 years ago. And I never had the time to actually do anything about it. And, you know, when I was thinking of creative ways to just stay inspired, and I thought, you know, we might be on lockdown, but, you know, your wedding planning doesn't have to be. So what I did is, with some of the industry experts that I work with, some of the creatives, I invited a few of them that I know and asked if they'd like to be part of this platform. And I literally had, you know, tickets going for like a very small amount, couples that are engaged. If they want inspiration, they haven't booked their photographer, they want ideas for the wedding cake. So I had about 18 speakers in the 2 days that each was speaking to the couples so it was a 4-hour webinar every day for the 2 days. And they could ask questions, you know, the creatives showed their portfolio. So even if you didn't think it's something you can touch, feel, or access, they would showcase that in the most creative way. We live in a virtual world, so that's what it is now.
Yeah, taking full advantage for what we have, for now at least.
Exactly.
So thank you for that. And how was the response like?
It was incredible. It gave me such a, you know, a spark for life again, because for 2 days, even though I wasn't out there at a venue, you know, creating something, but I got to really for 2 days see people being inspired and excited about their wedding, even if it is postponed, but they're still excited about it. And it's the perfect time to just fine-tune what you had planned. And if it's 2021, you want to just see if what you had planned, if it's still going to work, you know, next year. So I see the positive side of it, especially if you're ahead of the game and you make sure that you alert all your suppliers, the venue, about your if you want to change the date, so you don't leave it for the last minute.
Yeah. Planning forward, I think, is key here, not leaving anything to the last minute, because you never know.
Exactly.
Lastly, Precious, yeah. I mean, I definitely appreciate every single word of wisdom that you have. You're definitely a ray of sunlight that people look forward to engaging with. So what messages of hope do you have for entrepreneurs and business owners to get through this?
I'm getting through it because I'm on a group with some of my industry colleagues that we encourage each other every day. But I think an entrepreneur is an entrepreneur. If you're hustling every day, doing what you love, what you're passionate about, I think this is a time to just reflect and just, you know, realize the reason why you started. I mean, if there are days that you're feeling down, yeah, accept those feelings. But I think don't dwell in the negative and in the what looks like is not gonna, you know, be okay again. I think just, you know, remembering your dream, your passion, and the reason why you started. I think the best way to look at it is, you know, we might not be doing anything at the moment, but just think when everything is back to normal, people will be excited. They'll have a more reason to celebrate, to travel. So that's the upside of it, you know. So prepare yourself for that. You know, make sure your team will be ready by then. So just so that you know that you can handle all the pressure that will come with, you know, when everything is open and we're back to normal.
Thank you so much for all those words. We also saw the incredible work that you did with Kelly Kumalo yesterday in her music video, That Dress, Honey. So I cannot wait for lockdown to be over so you can keep bringing us that precious magic. Thank you so much, sis.
I can't wait as well. Thank you so much for having me. Thanks, Bali.
Bye, honey.
All right.
Coming
Bye.
up after the break, it's time for our Fashion Express segment. And today we discuss the ultimate work from home wardrobe. My best. See you after these.